Hello, welcome to today's audio log. It is 8:10 or 10 minutes past 8 p.m. on the 23rd of June 2024, and I have had a really nice day. So I guess I'll talk you through it, because that's what I'm here for. Um, woke up this morning. I woke up this morning to my sister in my bedroom. Uh, I don't know why she thought it was okay for her to just stroll in, but yep, there she was. It's because I don't lock my door at night, my bedroom door, because Luna stays with me, and when my mum wakes up, I need her to escort Luna out of the room and leave me be. So I have to leave my door unlocked in order for Luna to get out, unless I want to get up myself, which usually I don't. But so I woke up this morning and my sister was uh, in my room asking me about, well, a, a very unimportant problem. Um, she was asking where the SD card was for my camera. Emphasis on my camera. I have a nice camera that I got years ago. At this point, I was going to use it to I was going to use it for college back when I was giving college a go, because I was going to do a photography course, and so I wanted a camera. And so for years now, I've had this camera. I haven't really used it a whole lot. I used it a little bit, taken some nice pictures, but in recent years, my sister has used it the most because, well, I haven't really had a use for it, but it has still been mine, um, and she's just borrowed it. But she has also borrowed it for much longer than I have allowed. Um, she seems to think that it's partly hers as well, which it isn't. But you know. Anyway, she was looking for the SD card that goes in the camera, and I had just woken up, so I had no idea. I didn't even know what day it was. Well, I did, but it's not the point. You get the idea. I woke up, and there she was in my room. We had a pretty meaningless conversation, and at that point, I was awake, so it was time to get up. So that was my morning. I spent the rest of my morning just playing a video game by myself. Nothing too special. I was waiting to. I suppose I was passing the time before I was planning on spending time with that friend that I mentioned, and that is exactly what we did. We met up at like 12:30, and we hung out for maybe 6 hours, 5.5, 6 hours. So it was a good amount of time, plenty of time to catch up. Not entirely, but we got through the most important parts, I'd say. She told me about what she's been up to recently, and apparently she's moving into a new house in a few weeks, which is very exciting. And I told her about how I'm going to be going to university, and she was happy for me, and it was very nice to hear that from her. And we had a lovely conversation, and then we played some games together. So it was a really nice time. I really enjoyed myself, and I mentioned that I would like to do this more often, and so we're gonna hopefully try to do that in the future. But yeah, I had a lovely day today. Really nice. Um, yeah. So, um, I haven't done much else other than what I've just talked about today. But yesterday I did do something worth noting. I began. I've kind of decided on what I'm going to do for the final um, audio log once on the 13th of July, which is not that far away. It's just over a few weeks away. I've kind of decided what I'm going to do, and I have begun writing a script for the video, which, by the way, is not something that I have done for any of my other audio logs. This is all entirely unscripted. It's just off the top of my head, which is often why I don't really know where to go next. Once I've said the things that I've wanted to say, I kind of struggle to come up with anything else interesting enough to talk about. I mean, sure, I could, leave it where it is at that point, and the videos would be probably half the time that they are now. But I like talking for as long as I do. Like roughly 10 minutes is a good time, I think. It's enough time for me to get everything out that I want to say, and then also maybe some other things happen and I can talk about those too. So yeah, that brings me back to the script. I don't know how long the script is going to be. I'm writing a script because I want to ensure that I touch upon everything that I feel is important to mention. And what I'm saying right now is kind of how the script begins anyway, so I probably shouldn't say too much because it's just going to be myself repeating. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that, I planned ahead, and because it's kind of it's kind of a big deal, I suppose. It's the end of this project. I would like to continue, maybe with a different project or maybe something else after it's done. I don't know if I'll start it straight away or if I'll leave it or whatever. But I do enjoy making these audio logs, and I want to continue doing them. So that, so far, is my plan. How I'm going to do it, I don't know yet, but yeah, so there's a script for that video. I started it yesterday, and it's basically going to be me kind of recapping everything from start to finish. I listened to my first audio log for the first time since I recorded it yesterday, and wow, I have changed a lot, even in just the way that I speak, you know? I listening back to that first audio log, it was, I wouldn't call it painful to listen to, but it was like, it just felt so slow and heavy and just like, ugh, come on, get a grip, So, yeah, but it was, I suppose that's, an indication of change, right? Like it shows how much I've changed over the past year. The fact that I feel that way about my past self. So yeah, I I can already see the benefits of making this project, and I'm glad I've done so, because it's been fun, and in the future it will definitely help, I think. I'm not sure in what way yet, but it's going to help. But yeah, I think that's everything for today. Today's Sunday, of course. End of the week, end of the weekend. I assume tomorrow for me is going to be normal, like looking after Luna. And I'm assuming the rest of the week after that is going to be normal as well. But I hope you've had a good weekend and a good week, and you've been looking after yourself. And I hope you're doing all right, you know? Yeah, so I'll call it here, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you then. Good night.